Armon Wiggins finally discussed the reason why him and Cardi had fell out. Apparently, Cardi B had recorded their conversation about a YouTuber that he didn't like. And she sent that recording to that YouTuber. And on top of that, Cardi B's husband, Offset, was sending threat messages to Armon.
Let's take it a step further. Let's get into Ugg Mug and Cardi B. I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, you're just like Jason Lee, because Jason Lee was trying to bully celebrities into being his friend. You did that to Cardi B. You're just mad because Cardi B doesn't f with you no more, and so you're Team Nicki. I need you guys to understand, because a lot of that gets lost in the shuffle. The reason why I contacted Cardi B is because I felt like Cardi B was a real back in 2020, 2019. I said some disparaging things about her, and I'm like, hey, let me give this woman a chance. And then she actually slid in my DM one day and corrected me on a story that I put out. And I said, wow, she put respect on my platform. I can appreciate that. So, Cardi B, you're not that bad. Let me go ahead and take a step back and appreciate you and look at it a little bit different. That's what I did. That's when I started supporting her, because I'm like, wow, this woman could have just went on a rampage. She could have just blocked me, but she didn't do that. She didn't do that. So I thought we were cool. We were building a rapport. We were building a relationship. However, I did notice over the time, we would be having different conversations about stuff, and it would just, I thought we were cool, but then there'd be many times that I would have to tell her, are we cool, or are you handling me like a blogger? And this is over the course of 5 years. Because I would feel like, girl, wait, something is not right about this. It feels, because it would be like, girl, you only talk to me when this and this, or when this and that, but if there's something positive you don't like, girl, it just was feeling weird. So I'm like, girl, I feel like you're kind of handling me like a blogger and not as a friend or cool, but you are putting it on like we supposed to be friends. Let's be clear here. But you're handling me like a blogger, and I'm not dumb. I know when somebody's gonna handle me with a long-handed spoon, but trying to play cool. But I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm tripping. Because, it's the parties, it's this, it's that. It's like, okay, cool. But then it's like, when the things happen, you can see how other people are being treated versus how you're being treated. So I'm like, something still isn't right. I don't think she's quite forgiven whatever happened. And I think that she's just kind of like playing cool. But she really don't me like that. But I let it rock because I didn't know. And then when I would bring it up, it would be like, girl, you're tripping. And this wasn't just last year. This has been over the last 4 or 5 years. Like, different conversations have came up. Okay? And so this last time something transpired, she got upset with me because she felt like I didn't handle the situation as a friend would handle it. And that was the first time in my mind I'm like, oh, I'm your friend? Because, girl, child, I can't even get a happy birthday. Or when I text you happy birthday, you don't even respond. So, I didn't know we was friends because, girl, when I was trying to do the French, you wasn't giving friend, it was giving, you're the blogger. And before anybody tried to twist it and say, well, I was mad about a happy birthday, it's not about a happy birthday. It's the point. You coming to me saying that I didn't handle the situation like a friend, but I didn't know we was friends because, girl, when I was trying to be the friend, it wasn't giving friend. So all of a sudden, when you didn't like something that I said, or you didn't like something that was posted, all of a sudden, I wasn't your friend and I was using you. So in my mind, I'm like, well, since I'm using you, let me show you how it looks for me not to use you. So I took the guardrails off of the commentary. Things that I would not normally talk about, I talked about, because I didn't want her to think that I was using her. When I get dragged for you daily, You don't come online and say anything. You got people thinking I'm just so entitled. You've defended many other bloggers. You even got people playing in my face thinking that I'm mad about a Jason Lee interview. I'm mad about this, and you know I'm not, but never clear it up. But the minute somebody says something about Ugg Mug or anybody else, you get online and clear it up. But you let all these narratives rock about me. One thing that I will hold up is whatever we talk about, I'm not going to talk about it unless I clear it with you. And I'm dang sure not going to record your conversation and leak it. Because I wouldn't want you to do that to me. So this last time, we're having a conversation and I'm like, okay, which, again, she called me. I didn't call her. She called me. And we had a conversation because the drama got kicked back up because I was receiving threats from Offset in the DM, and I sent it to her, and I said, are you having him threaten me? Like, what is this? Because this is coming out of nowhere. So she called me, talking to me about that and asking me a bunch of different questions. And I'm like, girl, what's going on? You know, because I thought we were cool. I don't know where this is coming from. You know? I didn't say anything in regards to just 2 days prior that she jumped online and was supporting Tyler and this, that, and the third in the midst of me and Tyler going back and forth. You know, just weird shit. I didn't even get into it. But unbeknownst to me, you called me, then you start asking me about Ugg Mug and this and that and all these different things. You're recording my phone call. Then you send it to Ugg Mug. And so Ugg Mug is mad because, and looking for a reason to argue with me, all because I'm retelling a story of how me and another blogger got into it and how me and Cardi B originally got on the phone and pieced up our issue from last year. Ugg Mug has been sitting on this audio and been wanting to gag me and been wanting to try to prove that his friend doesn't with me like that. So he releases this recording to gag me online of a conversation that Cardi B and I had. And yet and still, I didn't say anything. And people will always say, well, he's been threatening to put out information before. No, I'm just saying I was never threatening to put out information on Cardi B prior to that. But my thing is, don't call me, going off on me, yelling at me, claiming that I'm using you and I'm not being a friend to you when you ain't been no friend to me. That's the first thing. I still ain't been out and putting out information. I'm not going to do that. And then the second time, don't call me, record me with no explanation, unbeknownst to me that I'm being recorded, playing in my face like you cool with me, and then you send it to your blogger friend so she can go and have an aha moment when it's time to drag me. What is that? So when I girl, I can get out here and start spilling tea too. I can, but I'm not going to. Fake. You were fake the entire time. Girl, you never with me like that. And all of that, you were playing games. Because even at the end of it all, you could record. Not only did you record me, you sent it out. Why did you send it? It's one thing to record it for yourself and your notes or whatever. You got to protect yourself. But why would you send that to a blogger that doesn't like me? And then you cry like you want peace and this, that, and the third. You'd have actually got us on the phone and mediated a situation. You were being messy.
Now, this is a prime example of not putting celebrities on a pedestal because they're human just like us. There's nice people, there's humble people, there's messy people. So treat them as such, human. But tell me how y'all feel about this video down below. Do you think Armon has a valid reason not to mess with Cardi no more? Or do you think he's just in his emotions and his feelings and he just need to stop? Well, thank you for watching Soda Cakes. Love you. Bye.
Don't play with it, don't be the size.